If you want to see a wide variety of fish with some different techniques and even some that are slightly unorthodox, then you came to the right place. First thing we're doing is getting started. Getting out the flat line, I do that on almost every bottom fishing spot, and it didn't take long for that to get bit. But this is just the start to a day that was going to prove to be quite unusual and with some really good fish.
Yeah, just do a gap.
Fish is too small. Get that thing away from me.
Slime balls.
Once the king hit the ice, it was time to get the flat line back out and then start bottom fishing. I'm fishing a live croaker down on the bottom on my Tsunami Saldex 8000. This reel has incredible power, and it's what I want if I'm going to be using a spinning reel that is bottom fishing, because you've got to stop the fish and you got to beat the sharks. Right here, I laid into something good.
Come on. Come on. Oh yeah. You gotta hand line it. I can't reel anymore. Grab the line. Got it. There we go.
Woo! Live bullet.
First fish of the morning. Little 6-7 pound mangrove, something like that. Not little, good one. Hopefully we get to jump in the water and see what's down there. But that's our first, or actually second fish. We got that king. Second fish for the box. You just leave him in there. Nothing's better than the wetsuit fishing.
Catch more fish.
That thing's going down. I would put heat to it. You can tighten it up a little bit more if you want to. There you go. There you go. Tell us what you see, Nick. It's shaking like either a bonita or maybe a snapper if it was, but...
Going into the bottom, I would lock that thing up.
There you go. He's coming up now, Nick. Get ready. Go over me. We got our net man on there. Nick's the gaff man. Nicky's fighting. Nick's watching.
Permit.
Really?
Yeah.
Permit on the thread fin? It's not an African pompano? You probably got a pompano. All right, Nick's gonna come up and tell us what he's got.
Oh, dude, you got a permit.
You were just saying you haven't caught your first permit, or you never.
Not a big one.
Walk him around the other side.
You got this rod? I think told me and said adios. You got that rod, Jeff?
Yep, I got you. No, you want to do this, Nick? You must have a big one, dude. That was a big bait.
That's on. I'm overheating in this wet.
How much better is this than shooting those things?
I don't know.
Man, I wish you had a pompano. That'd be so cool.
Mark, you want to grab
Oh, I got it. I got it. We'll grab him. I'll grab him on the platform or something. You want me to net him?
Nick, your mate snagged it in the side.
What are you gonna do?
Hanging out.
That's okay. We'll just net him. Just fight him easy.
He's right here.
Fight him easy.
He's on Nick.
Look out, Nick.
Nick's got. Oh, smokes.
What in the world? How does that happen?
I'm overheating. I gotta hop in.
Uh-oh, the remorse are squatted up. Coming. The remorse are right behind you, Nick. That's a nice one.
Bad.
That's wild. Look at that.
On a.
Right in the center of the body. That's why he seems so big. I mean, he's still a great fish, though.
It's on count. He's snagged.
Yeah, there's been so many permits around lately. Nick, what'd you see? What happened? What was going through your mind?
Get out of here.
Come on, that's pretty interesting what just happened.
It is.
Nick thought the hook was gonna pull, so he went for the tail grab. Got us a beautiful permit. Gotta get a line back out there.
That last fish was pretty wild. I mean, a permit is an incredibly awesome catch, and if you're targeting them and you know where they are and you have the right bait, they can be pretty easy to catch a lot of times. That was on a large live threadfin, and my best guess is that maybe the permit was flashing and rolling on it. I've seen them do that in the water on bait fish, and it just happened to get that sharp hook. We're using a couple different hooks, but they're all the Tsunami Salt X hooks. I've been testing them out, all the different varieties for a while now, and there's links to those along with everything else I'm using in the video in the description of this video. You can head on over to this description, follow the link, and it'll take you right to the website that has all the stuff I use and the gear I trust.
Okay.
Now we're hooked up on another fish, and it's just weird the way this is all playing out. I'll let you see it.
Tight.
Dude, you guys are foul hooking slayers. You got him in the belly.
Does that mean you're gonna grab him like Nick did for yours? Belly draggers. Grab him by the tail and throw him in here. That's one way. Get those big pumps.
Now Mark has a chance at it, and he got the right bite. He's using the same rod and reel I'm using in the beginning of the video, the Salt X 8000, and it's got the power. He's pumping it hard, tight drag, heavy line, heavy leader, big bait, and something solid thumped it down on the bottom.
2 more pumps and you'll have color. 1, 2. Nice mangrove.
There it is.
All right, go easy now, but keep sliding them up. You might have to hand line it for him, swing it over to...
He's got one more big pump. Here, test it for him, red.
Come on, be a mutton, be a mutton. It is a mutton.
Get that thing in the net.
Mutton but fun, baby. There you go, Mark.
Now we got a few good fish in the box, and with the day heating up and the bite cooling down, it's time to get in the water. You can see I got my wetsuit on now, my brother has his, Nick's got his on, Mark's gonna take care of the boat for us, but he's still able to fish. A lot of people think just because we're diving, you can't catch fish, or there's divers in the water, they're ruining the bite. I can't tell you how many snappers and kingfish and all sorts of stuff we've caught. So let's see what's underwater here, right where we're fishing. Again, Mark's fishing in the boat up above me. I'm making my drop down through the pretty blue water up top into this cold green layer just a few feet below the surface, and I see the white lips of a beautiful mutton snapper in the chum. So I'm doing my best to move as little as possible, just drifting down very slowly, slowly extending the gun, picking out the fish I want to shoot, and letting it rip. After that, it's not done though, because sharks are always around, and you're going to see some more of that a little bit later in the video. But I'm pulling as hard as I can as I'm swimming up to the surface. So I'm gaining the distance I'm swimming plus the amount of line I can pull up. And a lot of times, I'm able to get the fish in my hands before I actually reach the surface. Now, where this was what we call a good holding shot, meaning I hit the fish good, it wasn't going to come off, but I didn't slow the fish down, I didn't stone it, I didn't hit it in the brain. I gotta dispatch this fish still for a few reasons. One, it's more humane, kills them faster. We don't need the fish suffering any more than necessary. And two, it's safer. When the fish isn't struggling, I'm not gonna get spined, and then you'll see when I throw it in the boat with Mark, he doesn't have a flopping fish, he just has to deal with a dead fish. So I grab my sword dive knife, great for braining the fish, great for gutting the fish, which I use even when I'm fishing, or great for cutting the spear out. You'll see that a little bit later on. But awesome mutton. First drop, beautiful mutton snapper. I'm seeing more down there. It's time to get this fish in the boat and then see what else we can find down there. reloaded, back in the water, and making another drop down. Just like last time, through the clean water into the dirty water, and it didn't take long to see what was going to greet me. Now, as a free diver, that means I'm holding my breath. There's no scuba tanks or anything like that. You're really quiet. You're really stealthy down there. There's not a lot of commotion, and most fish will be kind of curious just to see what's going on, and that's what you're going to see right here. These big fish coming up are amberjacks. They're great to eat. A lot of people will argue that, but amberjacks are really good to eat. I'm just not looking for one this day. Now, they are very easy to shoot. If you don't kill them when you shoot them, though, you are in for a crazy fight, and we just weren't looking for amberjacks that day. They take up a lot of cooler room, they burn up a lot of ice, and unless we're doing big numbers, it's not really worth selling just a couple amberjacks. We need to do some bigger numbers if we're going to be selling amberjacks. And I didn't want to pull the trigger on them. So I headed back to the surface to regroup, breathe up, and then now we're going to go out and shoot something, because that ball of fish right there you can see off to the left-hand side of the screen is what I'm looking for. It's being patrolled by the shark, so I got to make sure you get a good shot and just be ready to play some defense. But that is all mangrove snapper, and they're all giant. They're all well over 5 pounds, most of them over 7, 8, 9 pounds, and I'm trying to pick out a big one. And a lot of times when they're in a big group like that, it's really hard to pick out one fish to aim, and I'll end up not pulling the trigger at all, but that wasn't the case. You can see I got a really good holding shot on another mangrove snapper. I wrestled it up to the surface as fast as I could, got my hands on it, and then just like with that mutton earlier in the video, I went ahead and used my dive knife to kill him. Now things are going to get a little interesting, though, because after dealing with this mangrove snapper, Mark starts hollering at us from the boat, telling us what's going on. As always, after I get my fish off the spear, I have to get the gun ready. You always got to have your spear gun ready and loaded, because you never know what's going to swim up. And this is actually right around the time when Mark started hollering at us that he had a fish hooked up, another rod was going off. It was just kind of chaos breaking out on the boat. So we all made our way back over there to help and to see what was going on.
Alright, that's gonna be a good fish.
Hey, go shoot it.
You want to shoot it or gaff it?
Gaff it. Sure.
I think it's Nikki's, not Mark's.
I can't even tell.
I'm just kidding.
What's going on with this thing. There only one. Nice, smacked my line. My drag was fully tight.
Keep yours like tight, Nikki, but not like tight. Go over top, try over it again.
Joey, give me your 360 camera. I think it looks.
All right, it's on and recording.
I think I just got one or two more, Mark. Am I going the right way, John?
I can't tell, man. It looks like it's going.
The white Car Pro. It ate both your line.
Did it eat both of them? Come over here. You guys both walk up front.
Oh, watch out for that tool motor. It literally ate both your lines.
Oh, okay, that's why it's so confusing. Double hooked up. What are the
Good luck spitting both. It's a good fish, though.
Yeah. 8 pounder or so. All right, so this fish is hooked on 2 rods, not snagged, hooked on 2 rods. Nikki's going towards it with the spear gun. I got a gaff. I mean, I'm gonna risk the jinx and say this ain't gonna end well if you're this dolphin. 2 hooks, a gaff, and a spear gun coming in at you. I'm gonna sneak by you because he'll be on the other side. Nick, go the other way. Do a quick circle around the other side and get him coming towards you. It looks like a bull. You get what I'm saying, Nick? He's gonna come around the other way, head him off.
What you see? go.
No, we're good. He's tired.
Not bad. Yeah. Last slot mutton. Not really engaged.
Totally choked 2 lines. Mark, that is a sick fish.
Nice.
Hold that thing up while he's still alive. Get it on this side. Where my hand is. I gotta switch. Go on this side.
That's pretty sweet.
Yep. You got it?
Yes.
What are you doing?
You got the in my leg.
Hey. That is a beautiful dolphin. Extra hungry. 1, 2 lines.
Don't get my titties.
No, you're blocking him with that thing.
That dolphin was just awesome. I mean, it worked out great. It ate the flat line first, swam towards the boat, so Mark never noticed it eating the flat line, and then ate his bottom rod all the way down on the bottom with locked up drag. So he's pulling on it hard. Big tangle, or so we thought, and it ended up working out great. That was an awesome thing. Now we're diving again, though, and you can see a ton of fish in the background. Now, most of these fish closer to me are those amberjacks. Again, I could have speared one. They're all legal size, about 20 to 40 pounds. But we're just not looking for amberjacks. But look further in the distance and you can see the snappers. Now, I don't like to take really far shots. If I'm pulling the trigger, I want to at least think I'm going to stone the fish. I don't always do it. Back in this video, I haven't stoned a single fish. But when I pulled the trigger both times, I thought I was going to, which meant I really have a high chance of hitting the fish. This fish, however, was a shot I don't like to take. Now, sometimes I do. There may be a little bit of foreshadowing there coming up later in the video, but we'll get to that in a second. Spearfishing, a big part of it is knowing when not to pull the trigger as well as when to pull the trigger. All the amount of life I've seen on that last dive meant it was time to do a dive again as soon as possible. So I went back to the surface, breathed up for a few minutes, and made a drop back down. There's a shark, there's starting to see some of the jacks pop up in the distance, and it kind of disappeared. There wasn't really a whole lot. So what I do in situations like that when I'm diving is kind of just sit there. I know I can sit here for about a minute, minute and a half. That's kind of like my comfortable dive time without pushing myself. I don't like to push myself at all while spearfishing. If I'm holding my breath underwater, I want to make sure that I feel safe. And while I'm just floating around here, all of a sudden I hear a gun go off. I'm looking at these jacks, I'm getting closer to them. I know the snappers are getting closer to me. And as I start to close the gap, I just hear the gun go off. And I didn't even know that someone was underwater. And that's because a really good fish swam under Nick and he bomb dropped on it and shot it immediately. And that's when my attention changes over this way.
You got it?
Right there we have a mercury missile, a fast, big old fat kingfish, probably about a 35 pounder. So those go for a pretty good price at the market right now. And we're going to go ahead and get that fish in the boat and Nick will hold it up and show you. And then
I can't fit him
it'll be time for my bad shot.
I gotta show your whole fish, Nick. Nick's fish don't fit in the frame. All right. Hold him up.
Are we good, damn it?
Wait, hold him up.
Get the hell out of here. I'm all slimy now.
We're starting to get close to the end of the day, which means it's time to start pulling the trigger. All those jacks are around. I don't know if the kingfish brought the snappers back in or what kind of commotion went down, But we have been hopping a couple different spots too. And now we're on a spot that has a bunch of jacks, and the snappers are all happy. Look at all those muttons. All those red starburst tails are mutton snappers. And I knew I was going to get a shot on one just because of the numbers of them here. I knew one would be brave enough and mess up and get close enough. Shot it in the green water again, so instantly start pulling as hard as I can to beat the sharks. And the fish is doing the spirals on the way up. It's another really nice size mutton though. All these muttons are in the 10, 11, 12, 13 pound range, which is just awesome. Again, I've said before, a lot of summers I don't even shoot a single mutton or only a couple muttons in my area. And this year we've had so much cold water, I think the muttons have just been stacked. There's been so many good muttons. And just like any other time, secure the fish, get my dive knife, and brain it. That sword dive knife has held up phenomenally. I've got hundreds of fish with it and brained a ton of fish also. Absolutely love it. Throw that fish in the boat, and I'm not getting in the boat and taking pictures with it or anything like that. I know it's just about time to go in. So we're going to do one more drop, one more shot, one opportunity, one moment to capture, just let it slip. So we're dropping down through all the jacks, just like we've done. And this is going to be a shot that I tell everyone not to take. When we're diving, I say, don't take this shot. It's stupid. You're going to lose the fish. You're going to spook them. You're going to do that. But last shot of the day, I got the powerful gun. I can hardly even see the fish in the video. Fully extended, Koa 130. Hit it, and I can't let it run. So even if it's a bad shot, I got to pull on it because I do not want sharks getting it. But the way I have this gun rigged up with the cable slip tip, those slip tips, you can just put an extraordinary amount of pressure on the fish, and they're far less likely to tear off than a single flopper shaft like you see on the other guns in the video. I shot this fish in a spot where I never thought I would have landed it, and you'll see it as I pull it up a little bit higher.
I couldn't even see that thing. I got that cable slip tip, dog. I cannot believe I hit that fish. That was a Hail Mary of Hail Marys, the booty shot. And what's he eating? Octopus. We're gonna drop this down for bait and see what we can catch. That mutton spit up this octopus tentacle. So, skipping the free diving for a minute, taking a little break. I'm gonna drop that down there, see if someone wants to eat that.
What?
Little snappers, hook and line, spear.
Pretty good.
There we go.